Thank you for joining us. I'm Mary Yanez, Director of the Senior Adult Program, and of course, this is Mature Living. We're always happy to introduce new leadership here in this community, and the Alzheimer's Association has a couple of new people on board that are going to be working with the community, and we have so much to share. So we want to talk to, of course, Greg Sciuto. Oh, why did I mess that one up pretty good?
Well, everybody does. I always say I've been called worse, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, Greg Sciuto.
Sciuto.
That's me.
That's great, but I won't mess up this guy's name. David Hernandez, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
You're the new program director for the Alzheimer's Association, and your executive director is Greg. I'll just call you Greg if you don't.
That'll work. Thanks for having us.
Okay, so you know, you all are new to the association, but maybe not new to El Paso, and of course you came in from out of town to take on this executive director position. What are your goals, and where did you come from? And
so I've been with the association for going on 5 years, and one of the things that I see as an opportunity for us here in El Paso is we need to increase our reach. So we need to reach more families that are affected by Alzheimer's disease. The other part of that is we need to improve their access to quality care. So those are our two main priorities, and you know, we do that in a variety of ways by providing community education, support groups. We give folks wonderful volunteer opportunities, and we also have our main events like the Walk to End Alzheimer's, which will be in October this year, October 19th at Sunland Park Racetrack.
that's a good place to have it.
Yeah, I know. So
that ought to be a draw.
We're nice and compact on the day. Yeah, usually we're done by 11, so you can hang out and you can
have a good
gamble
lunch.
or whatever you want to do. But yeah, so really it's about increasing our reach so that we help more families and improving their access to quality care here in this area.
That's great. And where did you move from? You were
From
already with
St. Louis, Missouri. So I was a part of the Greater Missouri chapter as the Senior Development Director for a number of years. It was my hometown, born and raised. But the opportunity to come here in this community was really, really attractive, and my wife and I visited El Paso just to kind of experience the city, and instantly fell in love. My son and I went to a Locos game, and he was sold. So it's been a wonderful experience for us.
Yes.
Just the vibrancy in this city is really, it's not something you see
There's
everywhere.
a lot of love here, isn't there?
Absolutely.
We're just regular people, like Dave. Dave, you're the new program director, and I'm sure you have a lot of great plans for the Alzheimer's Association.
Absolutely. So we're ramping up our programs here in El Paso. We're providing workshops for the community at no charge at different places throughout the city. We have support groups. We're looking for volunteers to assist us in delivering our programs, and so many of our volunteers have a connection to the disease or just want to help out.
You know, I was just mentioning that is my biggest fear is I don't know if you say acquiring or having or suffering from or Alzheimer's. It just doesn't do well with me.
Sure.
And so we're going to be talking about some of the things that can relieve us, you know, and help us to stay healthy. What might those be as you begin to talk with your groups? Either one of you can jump in.
Sure. It's important to know there's a difference between dementia or cognitive impairments and normal aging. It's a misconception a lot of times that, well, as you get older, you know, your memory starts to fade. And while, you know, there is some cognitive decline with age, when those things start to impact your daily life, that's when it becomes something to monitor. So, you know, we at the association, we have a course that we use called Know the 10 Signs, things that you can observe in yourself or in your loved ones that might be indicators of dementia or mild cognitive impairment. But it's important to interact with a doctor early if you start seeing signs. If you lose the ability to retrace your steps, if you have trouble finding certain words, it's important to see the doctor early, because it may not be Alzheimer's. It may be something that's treatable, that's curable.
Maybe stress.
Right.
And you were talking about that, Dave, that sometimes it's just the stress of life, you know.
Right. And so, you know, it's like Greg mentioned earlier, it's the process when you start losing that ability to problem solve and think, okay, where did I leave my keys? And then leaving them in unusual places as well. You know, those are some of the warning
Like in the
signs.
refrigerator or something. You know,
Right.
like-
Right.
Yes.
So, you know, we do offer that workshop, and then our website has a ton of resources available. We also have our helpline, which is available 24/7, and I know you'll be sharing that number to folks out there. And you know, our website is alz.org.
ALZ.
So,
So
very
easy.
easy to remember. Yeah.
Yeah. And so some of your goals for these workshops, how do they get a hold of you? There's a phone number, I'm sure,
Yes.
to find out the schedule of all the different workshops that will help families. As program director, do you decide which workshops, is it like, you know, part 1, 2, 3, advanced, or how is that going to
Well, there's a whole menu of offerings, and we like to keep that consistently rotating and offering them at different places throughout the city so that it's convenient for folks to attend. You know, we'll have some on the west side, some on the east side,
And that's
or they can stop by our office.
Where is your office?
It's at 110 Mesa Park Drive, Suite 250.
Okay,
And so we're available Monday through Friday there, 9 to 5. Anybody can stop in. We have flyers.
And it's important to note the 1-800 number. It's a helpline, not a hotline, and it's there if you have questions. So if you do notice, you know, things about, you know, your memory or a loved one's memory, there's trained clinicians there 24 hours a day. So you can call, you can ask questions. But if you're interested in attending or even hosting one of these education workshops, that's the entry point.
And you know, I'll invite you to join a class that we have, Preparing for the Future, Seniors Preparing for the Future. Grace Ortiz teaches that class for us on a Saturday. You're welcome to come and speak to our students that are learning how to prepare for the future. And it's an interesting class. And so that would be a good place to be invited to come.
Yes.
Bring your cards, your flyers, your brochures, and make sure that everybody in El Paso knows how they can stay healthy. And to join you, support groups if they have a family member that they're dealing with. They don't have to go through it alone.
Yes, it's a very isolating disease. A lot of times people kind of, you know, you rally around your family, which is a great thing, but there's a whole community of support out there. There are people that have been through this before that can be there as a shoulder, like I said, with the 1-800 helpline. You know, you're not alone in this fight. There are great resources here in El Paso that can be
And we
of
just
service.
started an early stage program at UTEP at the Centennial Museum and the Rubin Center.
Wonderful.
Where, you know, individuals who have just been diagnosed and their caregivers can go once a month, October, November, December, and in the spring for an hour of using art, being inspired by the art and artifacts to spark memories and conversation.
And Claudia Ley is there at that Centennial
Yes.
Museum, one of our good friends as well.
Yes.
Wow, it's so good to see you. We've already given the website, we've already given the phone number, it'll be on the screen, but thank you so much for being
Thank
with
you
us.
for
I really
having us.
appreciate it. 8 minutes goes like that, doesn't it?
It sure does. It's a pleasure.
But we got to be back with more guests for this show. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
We'll be seeing more about the Alzheimer's Association, their programs, support groups, and workshops. We'll be back. Well, thank you for staying with us. Of course, this is Mature Living, and I have a couple of guests that are not strangers to this program. In particular, Grace Ortiz, who has been a hostess of this program whenever I'm down in the dumps or traveling. So thank you, Grace, for being with us.
Thank you for inviting us.
And Cristina Viesca-Santos is the Assistant County Attorney and works with Laura Christopherson. And we're going to be talking about a great conference, one of my favorite conferences, by the way, one of the largest conferences here in El Paso, titled Crimes Against the Elderly. Grace, tell me a little bit what you've been doing.
Planning for our conference. It's our 12th annual Crimes Against the Elderly conference. You know, Miss Mary, it's a very popular conference in our community. It's something that Adult Protective Services and the APS Silver Star Board comes together, and we want to educate the community about how to protect our seniors and how to be better prepared. And it's a day of learning, having fun, and just relaxing and being able to be part of the community and making a difference with our seniors.
And in your position as the Adult Protective Services Community Engagement Specialist, you serve in many capacities, and one of them is to help plan this with our Silver Star Board, who of course Cristina is a member of. And so this conference is being held where?
It's going to be at Region 19 Head Start, and it's 11670 Chito Samaniego. We've been having it there now maybe about 5 years, so it's a big facility. They can hold lots of people, so we want everybody to come out and be a part of it and help us to learn and protect our seniors.
Now, is it an all-day conference, and how do they register?
So it's from 8:30 to 4:30. It is an all-day conference, and we're going to have everybody register through eventbrite.com. You can go in there, register so you can get your lunch. So we're going to have breakfast, snacks, lunch for you, and then snacks in the afternoon and door prizes. So come ready just to come, learn, and we will make your day as pleasant as possible.
And so anybody can attend, seniors and professionals in aging, as of course Cristina is on our board and a professional in aging and working with the county attorney's office. You handle quite a bit of work.
Yes, we do. It's different kinds of jobs, but one of the jobs that we do is represent the state whenever there has to be a removal because the disabled or elderly person is a danger to themselves or is neglected or abused.
And so that is one of your areas that you take care of.
Yes, ma'am.
And of course we know some great speakers are gonna be, you always have excellent speakers. And you mentioned earlier, right now, our community is a little bit down, a little bit saddened with the August 3rd incident and horrible tragedy at Walmart, the shooting. So hopefully that through the speakers, we'll be able to lift our spirits and keep on going and stay strong.
Yes, our keynote speaker is Paul Greenwood, who is a retired district attorney from San Diego, who prosecuted successfully a lot of crimes against the elderly, and now he tours throughout the country advocating for the rights of the elderly.
Super. I've heard him speak, and he was here in El Paso many, many years ago when the Crimes Against the Elderly conference started through the FBI Association. And so tell me, the other speakers, will they be doing other topics aside from Mr. Greenwood?
Yes, our County Attorney Joan Bernal and Assistant U.S. Attorney Eddie Castillo will be doing a presentation on protecting our golden years.
Excellent. Any others that you can think of?
So the afternoon, we're going to be doing something fun. Right after lunch, we'll be doing something like yoga, and then we're going to do a little story about jelly beans, where I'm kind of curious about it, but it's a positive way of learning how to cope with things from what I understand. And that's going to be given by one of our community partners. And then lastly is going to be Chris Brook. And he's going to be a motivational speaker. And as you mentioned, our community, is saddened. There are days where it's harder than others. And, it's affected all of us with what happened on August the 3rd. So we're going to have a motivational speaker. And so we want to end it on a positive note and hope that somebody can take some of that positivity and turn it into something better in our lives. So we're going to end it with something like that.
Very good. Is there another aspect of the conference that I haven't asked? Possibly transportation, door prizes. I know we always have that wonderful donation from Southwest Airlines.
Yes, we have a raffle worth $800 for round-trip airfare to anywhere in the United States that's donated by Southwest Airlines.
Excellent.
And so, yes, there's going to be lots of fun, like I mentioned. Lots of door prizes. You've got to be present to win. And then one of the other things is Amistad's going to be providing transportation. So if at the parking lot it gets full, you can park at Tinseltown. They'll pick you up and bring you in.
Wow.
And you don't have to worry about, if I park far, do I have to walk? No, Amistad will be doing that for us. What else can we say? Oh, Walgreens. They're going to be giving out flu shot. It's that time of year where we got to start taking care of ourselves. And so they're going to be there. You can bring your insurance card or your Medicare, Medicaid card, and you can get your flu shot and kill two birds with one stone.
I always get my flu shot at this conference. Yeah. It's a reminder.
And lastly, we're going to have about 30 vendors who provide services to seniors. So they're going to be giving information out on services that sometimes we just don't know who to turn to. They'll be out there and be able to give you information on what services are available for seniors and persons with disabilities.
You know, and I just want to take the time now to thank our board. You have a tremendous adult protective services. It's the Silver Star Board. Yes. And Cristina, you're the secretary and have been doing a tremendous job, you know, taking notes and keeping us our records in order. We're a nonprofit board, and you know, you want to say a little something about your board members. And of course, the leadership right now is Laura Christopherson.
Yeah, Laura Christopherson is another assistant county attorney in our office. We have other attorneys who deal with elder law, and we have other community members who provide services either through the Good Samaritan or other types of services who are sitting on our board. We have currently 11 members, I believe.
Very good.
You know, Ms. Mary, you mentioned the board, and I'm forever grateful for them. They are the shining board for the whole state of Texas. There's boards across the whole state, but this board has set precedents to be the top of the top. You know, cream of the crop, whatever you want to say, but they are amazing. You all step up. They all are there. They want to make a difference in the community. And it's not just my name is on a resume. No, they work really hard to see what we can do to change the stigma about adult protective services and to figure out how we can protect our seniors and persons with disabilities.
And I understand we've received some awards from the state, our conference.
So every year they've been getting it. It's called the Award of Excellence, meaning that they have met certain criteria in supporting our staff, supporting the community, educating the community with this conference. And so I'm going to tell you, 8 years ago when I took over this board, there was hardly any members. And there was no funds. There was no way they could do what they do now. And so it's taken a lot of work, but 8 years later, they're the star of the community, and other boards across the state want to be just like them.
Super. One last thing that I forgot to mention about this conference, of course, you're going to register through Eventbrite, be one of those 600 people, and also it's free. It's a free event, but we do ask for donations of toiletries for the seniors. You can bring creams, shampoos, all those kinds of things that seniors need. Adult diapers as well, medium and small, are needed right now. So we'll see you there at the conference. Well, thank you for staying with us. Before we finish out our show, we have more conversations about a brand new organization that is here in El Paso, Conviva. And they were co-sponsors of our recent Grandparents' Day celebration at the college. And I just want them to share with us what the experience was like and also what services they provide. And so with us is, of course, Letty Delgado, who is the physician's assistant there at Conviva. Thank you for being with us.
Well, thank you. Thank you for inviting us.
First time here on
Yes,
Mature
ma'am.
Living. And Sophia Muniz, you are the provider relations
Yes, ma'am.
representative.
Yes,
Thank you
ma'am.
for coming. One of the things that I like to say when new organizations come to town is how you are helping our community. So tell me a little bit, Sophia, about your services.
So Conviva is brand new to El Paso, like you mentioned. Some of the services that we provide, it is an open clinic to our members of the community. We do have several screenings, preventatives that we can get done there at our clinic. So it's a one-stop shop for all of our members. Another good thing about our location is we do have an incorporated activities center that is available to our members while they wait to be called by the doctor. They can participate in daily activities. We have board games going on, line dancing, while they wait. They really don't have to wait much long, to see the doctor, which is great. And I know that Ms. Delgado will go ahead and talk more about that too.
Absolutely. You're going to be sharing with us about the medical aspect of
Yes,
Conviva.
definitely.
How does that work? Tell me about your services.
Well, right now, like Sophia mentioned, it is a member joint, but we do accept walk-ins. Walk-ins are always welcome, and it's a new organization, and I love the name Conviva. come and join us, live with us.
Convivir.
Yes,
Yes,
convivir.
exactly.
Convivir,
So I love everything about it. As you walk into the center, you'll see a great staff that will greet you. Out to the side will be the community center. And definitely we are there for our patients. We're there to serve all our gerontology patients. We do see a lot of other ages, but they have to be adults. But our main focus is on those patients that have a certain age.
Yes.
Okay, so we take care of them. We have a relationship with them. We try and prevent. That's our main focus, prevention.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. I also see here you have flu shots. You provide mammograms.
We
Tell me
do-
about that. Screenings, preventive screenings.
We do. Like I said, our focus is prevention. So we have a desert imaging that has been with us for a certain amount of time, that they have their bus and they come and join us monthly.
Monthly. We do have monthly events. Desert Imaging will bring in their mobile unit to conduct mammograms. It is, again, open to the public. You do not have to be a member with Conviva. Again, our main focus is prevention. If we can capture ladies out there who are pending this preventative, we want to make sure and we let them know, come, we want you to feel comfortable to get your preventative done. We make a whole event out of it. We pass out goodies, giveaways for our patients so that they feel comfortable with getting their preventative done.
And we haven't talked about locations.
Right.
Tell me about your locations.
So we do have 2 locations here in El Paso. Our east side location is off of Vista del Sol by Yarborough. That one has Miss Delgado there. She does practice there, so you will get to see her. And we also have our activity center in there as well. Our second location is over at Cliff Drive off of Brown. We also have an activity center located in there, as well as physician and nurse practitioners.
Very good. I noticed I passed by there at Vista del Sol, where the old GECU bank,
Yes.
credit union.
Yes,
That's a
exactly.
great facility.
It's
very,
beautiful, completely renovated. We have state-of-the-art equipment. It's all brand new.
Well, I'm going to have to stop by, and anybody that passes by there, they need
Definitely. We invite everybody to come in and see our facility and see what we're all about.
to meet the doctor.
Exactly,
There.
We're there.
Very good. Is there a cost to be a member? How do they sign up?
So for our activity center, it is completely free to our members, our community, 55 and over. You do not pay any membership fees. All the activities are free. We just encourage our patients, rather than staying at home, come on out, socialize, get involved, get active. As I mentioned, we do have Silver Sneakers that comes in to do yoga, exercise classes. We have line dancing, as well as educational seminars for our patients. Any chronic diseases they may have, fighting diabetes, controlling blood pressure, things like that.
Yeah. Do you have a phone number we could give? They can contact you?
Yes, definitely. So for our Vista del Sol location, our phone number is 915-591-6229, and they can speak to anybody there in the front desk. They will either pass along the call to myself or to the activity center coordinator for more information, or they can contact for our central location on Cliff, 915-591-6226, and they can speak to someone there.
What are some of the questions that are asked most commonly?
By the patients, they
Yes.
always are concerned about if they have to do certain things. With us, it's not that we make them. It's all about the patient. So we're there, like I said, to support them, for them to have a good relationship with us so that they can feel at home, okay? They're an extension of our family, and we always respect what they want. Of course, we do prevent. Like I said, we treat. We just don't focus on other things. We see diabetic patients. We see hypertensive people with high cholesterol, all the medical problems that they can have. But we also recommend. That's what we're there for, so that we can prevent colon cancer, breast cancer, A lot of the vaccines that we offer is not just the flu. We also recommend the pneumonia, the Shingrix, and everything that is recommended for their age group.
Yes, very interesting. And being experts in working with the elders, you know those signs, pre-Alzheimer's kind of signals that we have to be attentive to and really, really bring up some of the things that you're feeling or you're forgetting. Or,
Right.
Or, it's very important.
That's the most important thing, that we treat them as a person. Because, yes, at a certain age, we are becoming a little, children are gone home, away from home. They're by themselves. They're a little depressed. So we take care of them. We try to nurture them, and so they can be better.
And be part of the Conviva family.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah. Well, thank you so much for being with us. I don't think there's anything else that I didn't ask that maybe you should mention, but we certainly want you to come back.
Yes,
Oh,
definitely.
definitely.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, you see, Conviva new in this community, and so we'll see you next week, okay? Thank you for joining us here on Mature Living.